Just basic strength exercises. So obviously we would be doing this with a chair behind the older adult to ensure that if they need it, they've got it. Also, if someone's very weak with their concentric and eccentric strength, instead of having them just do like really low amplitude squats, the world doesn't care that they've got weak legs. You know, they still have to accommodate the fact that a bus seat is really low, that a seat at a restaurant is really low. So we have them go through that full range of motion. Even if it bothers, you know, they're going to say, oh, my knees, I've got osteoarthritis. We basically tell them the best way that you can treat this is with good biomechanical form going through a full range of motion. The more restrictive you are in your movement pattern, the more likely that you're going to have continued and progressive pain. So we give them a chair in front of them. And we actually allow them to unload their body by using the chair. And then they pull themselves up with the chair, but we have them always try to focus on the legs. Make sure you're loving your legs. So let's imagine this if there's a chair behind us, and what we're just initially going to go through is just a simple set of chair stands. So get down to just about parallel. You can imagine either that there's a chair in front of you, or maybe there's not, or maybe you're even externally loaded, and we're just going to drop down and back up. Drop down, back up. Down, back up. So here the focus is really on the concentric strength production. Make sure the glutes squeeze to drive the hips forward as you come back into the standing position. And we really want to focus on that concentric strength. Keep on going. You're looking great. What we do is 8 to 12 repetitions, making sure that we're feeling not failure, but fatigue. By that 10th, 11th, 12th repetition, that tells us that we're at the right level of resistance. Okay, fantastic. Now, we also want to focus on eccentric strength as well. Falls happen because gravity takes over. Okay, if an older adult doesn't know how to slow down the effect of gravity, they're going to have a lot of trouble with stopping a stumble or being able to... You watch an older person, they might be super strong standing up and you ask them to sit in the chair, what do? Plop. They're going to plop right in that chair. You need to get them thinking that every time they sit down, their main thought needs to be beating gravity, overcome gravity, dominate gravity. Okay? So what we're going to do here is we're simply going to focus on a 5-second butt drop. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then have them stand up. They can use their hands getting up, whatever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Use their hands getting up, whatever. More. Count it as slow as you can. We actually have races. Who can get down to the chair the slowest on the last repetition? The goal is get down to that chair as slowly as you possibly can. Maybe it's count of 5, maybe it's a count of 10. Just dropping down nice and slow. Nice and slow. Overcoming what gravity wants to do. Gravity wants to splat us right onto the ground. No good. Fantastic. Now this doesn't just need to be chair stands. You can do lunge intervals with them. You can do side lunges, side squats. You can do rotating squats. Control coming back to that standing. Or back to our initial position. I want to make sure that everything is moving and we're getting that nice fluid motion through the full range of motion.
Twist or don't twist.
What do you call this one?
This is bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. You're drawing the bow back. Let the arrow go.
Don't twist. Twist or don't twist.
You can rotate. If their hip rotation is capable, if they're capable of doing hip rotation, I would like to keep you aligned, shoulders over hips. So you're not necessarily doing a big torso rotation. There's time for that, but not with this particular exercise. Okay, guys, good. Muscle power. Muscle power exercise. We get a bunch of medicine balls over here. Let's do our best. Let's get 10 people. 10 people on the line here, 10 people on the line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, get up to the line. 1 4-pound dumbbell. Chest pass first. Okay. Chest pass first. Now we can do a chest pass with the bounce. So your goal here, standing across from 10. Who was my 10? I think you were 10. Carol, you were 10. Chest pass first. Chest pass first.
This one?
Yeah, sure.
Whoa!
I love it. Yeah, short hopping. Okay. And ultimately we're trying, if you want to stand close to be able to do a full chest pass, get up there and do it. Boom, 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 boom. Very good. All right. Excellent. Now those of you who just went, switch out with somebody behind you. Come on up. And now it's a step in overhead pass. Carol, you and I will show it. Step in overhead pass, step in, overhead pass. Bounce it. Bounce it halfway. Step in overhead. This is like Avery's chest slams.
Don't make us clap.
No clapping. All right, Chris. 1,042 minus 28.
Same program, Chris.
Same program. Like we said, it's very, very, very similar. Great. Okay, switch out again to the group that either hasn't gone or went before. And now let's do rotating passes. Carol, me and you. Rotating passes.
Same horse.
Same. We'll face the same direction. Toss. And what we'd really like to see would actually be something like this. A rotating slam.
That was great.
Waza! Rotating slam. Rotating slam. Rotating slam. Rotating slam. Rotating slam. Rotating slam. Okay, now let's say we've got impingement issues. Over all my shoulders are really bad. Okay, you can still do a hard underhand throw. So if we stand closer, get ready to catch. Or use a rebounder. Okay, face the other direction. Actually switch out. Your partner facing the other direction. Carol, come on back up here.
You can try to try to take me out.
Notice that placement though. It's like right in the strike zone. Boom. Okay, good. There's laughing, there's smiling. This is a good thing. We're in the flow.
That's Avery's plan too, right?
In the flow.
The kids enjoy it. They're not
All right,
bored.
guys, great. Excellent. Now let's try, let's say you don't have medicine ball, person isn't feeling it, person feels a little uncoordinated throwing it, they want some more focus on lower body. We got tons of options for lower body. Everything from just simple quick stomps. You get somebody holding onto a chair. Or quick stomping. So try this out. Forward, side, back, forward, side, back, forward, side, back, forward. Making sure it's a transfer of weight, not just a touching. Forward, side, and back. Forward, side, and back. Forward, side, and back. Switch legs. Forward, side, and back. Forward, side, and back. Get some of that metabolic conditioning going.
Oh, people dance.
This is where we're signaling mitochondria. Say, hey, genes. Let's get 400 genes upregulated right now. Keep it going, keep it going. And you can throw little tasks. Actually, tomorrow, June, Con, and I are doing a Train the Body, Train the Mind segment where we talk about integrating cognitive tasks such as the addition and the math work that, and the claps and the rotations during the passes that can really start engaging a lot of the cognitive aspects of training as well. Okay, so let's say that's kind of wimpy or kind of lame. All right? Quick pivot steps. Pivot, 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 pivot. Do about 5, and then take a little break and change directions. Last thing we need, we want to similar. We want to kind of get that inner ear working for an older person, but not make them wipe out. A Flower pattern is crazy.
I was gonna say, I know they're not spotty, so I was like, I was already changing direction.
Sure. Yeah.
They don't want to go crazy over there.
Give me a, let me, can we talk about that during Q&A? That'll be a good time for it. Okay guys, and then multi-directional hops. They're hopping all over the place. A little hop maker. Again, here we're talking about how's your body feeling, how's your hip, how's your knees. We try to focus on ensuring that they can handle this higher amplitude work, making sure we've got a good cushion surface, etc., but in great power. Okay, now let's say we are in our recovery period between sets of either our chair stands or our chair sits or our hops or our med ball throws. Recovery periods, don't just stand around and do nothing. All right, here's our recovery period. Sagittal plane, rocking feet. Rock forward, rock back. Maybe we're doing rotating step to balance. Rotate to balance, rotate to balance. Rotate to balance, rotate to balance. Rotate to balance. Dynamic balance and sensory stimulation as well. We've got the vestibular system working. We've got the visual system working. We're needing to activate all of those things in order for us to keep our balance. Nice work. And then let's do specifically a sensory stimulation exercise. Find a spot on the floor. Try to make sure you stay there. Start turning your head back and forth. And take up a march. And your goal is to stay in that exact same spot. Again, not so intense that it is going to be a fatiguing exercise in and of itself, but a great way to integrate additional components of a training program into the recovery periods of a resistance training workout. Okay, go ahead and stop. How'd you do? I moved forward about half a foot. And there might have been some migration there. Have fun with this. Like, oh, wing migration. You moved across the room. That's great. And then let's do eye shifts. Again, march, shift the eyes. Now we're removing the vision. You could do it closed eyes too, but it's more fun shifting the eyes. Shift the eyes back and forth. Everything's blurry. The inner ear is needing to maintain a person's sense of spatial awareness. Have a marching of eye shifts. Fantastic. Great work. Check your spine. Somebody has a lot of trouble with that. They've got a fingertip or a hand on the chair. Somebody doesn't have trouble with it. They're walking a straight line while doing this. Or if you really, I mean, this is...
How many gears did you have?
I know you have right here after this. Keep fine. Okay? So tandem walk. Just keep pushing and find the place where they can successfully perform the exercise. Right? And always just let them know, hey, there's more where this came from. All right? Once you've got this down, we don't want to get into the boring zone. There's always more where it came from. And you can follow any progression criteria you want. You know, it could be maybe a sensory progression. You put them on a couple of towels or onto a Eric's balance pad. There we go. There's a progression there. Or perhaps you speed up the movement. You create larger displacement. You can literally change hundreds of different things. You can have an endlessly variable training program, which always still comes back to accomplishing those different areas of function that we want to see improve for older adults. With the focus, right, being on ensuring that we've got enough muscle strength and enough muscle power exercises, we surf that force velocity curve and allow them to have the musculoskeletal, neuromuscular skeletal function that's going to allow them to be successful in living their lives. So really what it comes down to, it should be fun. And again, if you're just doing a circuit in the gym on the selectorized equipment, is that fun? That's not fun for you. Whoa, let me move the pin. And is that fun for them? No. But you can make it fun. Okay? And it's not just 5-year-olds that want to have fun, it's 75-year-olds too. Okay? All right, so what we're going to do is spend 15 minutes on Q&A. So we'll head back. Thank you guys very much for your attention.